Hello guys! Welcome back! Ang i-discuss ko ngayon ay different circuit connection. May dalawa tayong type ng connection guys. It could be a series connection or a parallel connection. And depende sa path or sa dadaanan ng circuit para masabi mo siya ay isang series or parallel circuit. Okay, so let us begin. Kapag sinabi natin guys na series circuit or series connection, there is only one path for the electron to flow. So this is an example of a series circuit. You have here a supply and you connect the resistor 1 and resistor 2. Siyempre, may dadaang current kay R1. Ang nadaan dun ay si current I1. Ang nadaan kay R2 ay si current I2. Okay? But there is a characteristic of a series circuit here kasi si I1 at si I2 ay equal lang. Kasi kita nyo, wala namang ibang dumaang current sa kanila kundi si I total. So pwede nating sabihin that I total is equal to I1 is equal to I2 hanggang equal to IN kung ilan man silang resistor. Basta series connection sila. Okay? Kung nakita nyo, wala naman pong ibang dinaanan yung current natin kundi ito lang. Tama po ba? Okay? By the way guys, masanay kayo na kapag supply yung pinag-uusapan, madalas na sign is letter E or sometimes V sub P or total voltage. Pero mas madalas gamitin yung E. Okay? Kapag may dumaang current po kay R1, may naiiwan dong voltage. Ang tawag doon ay voltage drop. So, ang naiwan kay resistor 1 is si V1 at ang naiwan kay resistor 2 ay si V2. At kapag pinag-add ko si V1 at si V2, makukuha ko yung supply E. So, E is equal to V1 plus V2. Okay, next, talking about total resistance, that is just the sum of the total or the sum of the resistances in the circuit. As long as they are in parallel. Additive lang. As long as they are in series. Okay? So, RT is equal to R1 plus R2 plus Rn. With regards to power naman, additive lang din po ang power. Okay? Ano po ba yung magandang analogy for series circuit? Isipin nyo na lang highway na one-way. So, di ba meron tayong highway? Yung mga sasakyan, yun po yung electron natin. So, one way lang tayo ha. So, as you can see guys, meron po bang ibang dinaanan yung sasakyan bukod dito? Wala. Wala naman po tayong junction or intersection para may daanan kasi diretso lang. Tama po ba? Ganon po ang series circuit. Ang iyong current, walang ibang dinadaanan kundi yun lamang po. Okay? So, ang isang mahalagang theorem sa series circuit is yung tinatawag nating voltage divider theorem. So this is applicable if you have a supply, of course, and two resistors in series. Let's say this is R1 and this is R2. You have a supply E. Ginagamit po ang voltage division theorem para mas mabilis makuha ang ang voltage drop sa dalawang resistor. Okay? 'Di ba in a series circuit, I total is equal to I1. Okay? And I total is equal to your supply voltage over R total. While I1 is equal to V1 time over R1. Take note that R total is just the sum of R1 plus R2. Okay? So, E over R1 plus R2 is equal to V1 over R1. So, multiply ko dun si R1, V1 is equal to E times R1 all over R1 plus R2. So, this is the formula for getting V1. As you can see, kung gusto kong kuhain si V1, ang nasa numerator ko ay si R1. Tama? So, kung gusto kong kuhain si V2, following the same pattern, ang dapat na nasa numerator ko ay si R2. Okay? So, this is the voltage division theorem. Again, applicable only for series circuit. So, let's have a review. Kapag series circuit, iisa yung dadaanan ng current mo. Kaya yung total current mo ay equal sa I1 is equal to I2. While, kapag pinahanap sa iyo yung total voltage or yung supply voltage, that is just the sum of the voltage drops across the resistor. So, V1 plus V2 and so on. Pag naman ang pinakuha sa iyo ay si R total, okay? So, that is just the sum of all the resistances in series in your circuit. Same thing with your total power, that is just additive like voltage. Okay? So, next part, magsasolve na po tayo ng circuit. For the meantime, please copy. Let's have our sample circuit here. Okay? So, I have here two resistors in series, 5 ohms and 15 ohms, connected to a supply of 20 volts. So, we are asked to find V1, V2, I total, I1, I2, P1, P2, and P total. So, it's a good thing to start with the current. Okay? So, sama ko na din si RT. Kuhain muna natin si R total. Remember, series circuit, so that is just R1 plus R2. So that is just 5 ohms plus 15 ohms, that is 20 ohms. Okay? Next, kung gusto mong kuhain si I total, that is equal to your supply or the total voltage over the total resistance. So that is equal to 20 volts over R total, which is 20 ohms. So your total current is equal to 1 ampere. Okay? And do not forget that in a series circuit, the currents are just equal. So I total is equal to I1 is equal to I2 is equal to 1 ampere. Kasi nga po, yung nadaang current dito na si I total, ay siya ding current na nadaan kay R1 at kay R2. So, hindi ko pala nalagyan ng label. This is R1, this is R2. So, meron na tayong R total, meron na tayong I total, I1 at I2. Ang kailangan na lang natin ay voltages tsaka yung power. Okay? So, hanapin natin si V1. So, si V1 ay equal sa I1 times R1. Kita? V1 equals I1 times R1. So, si I1 ay equal sa 1 ampere, while si R1 ay equal saan? 5 ohms. So, this is equal to 5 volts. While si V2 ay equal sa I2 times R2. So, I2 is equal to 1 ampere, while R2 is equal to 15 ohms. So, this is equal to 15 volts. Okay? Alternate solution, pwede mong gamitin yung voltage division theorem. Diba? V1 is equal to E times R1 over R1 plus R2. So, this is equal to 20 volts times 5 ohms all over 5 ohms plus 15 ohms. And certainly, this is also equal to 5 volts. Same thing for V2, that is 20 volts times R2, which is 15 ohms all over the sum of 5 ohms plus 15 ohms. And of course, this is equal to 15 volts. So, maalin, pwede mong gawin. Ito kasi, kailangan mo pa ng current. Ito, hindi mo na kailangan ng current. Okay? So, to find P1 naman, that is equal to I1 squared R1. Siyempre, P1, dapat ang gagamitin mo si current I1 at si resistor R1. Remember, I1 is equal to 1 ampere, so squared, times R1, which is 5 ohms. So, that is 5 watts. Next, kung si P2, that is equal to I2 squared R1, R2. So, that is also 1 ampere squared times 15 ohms. This is equal to 15 watts. Okay? So, meron na tayong V1, V2, P1, P2. P total na lang yung kulang natin. Do not forget, in a series circuit, power or total power is just the sum of all the powers of single or individual resistors. So, P total is equal to P1 plus P2. So, that is equal to 5 watts plus 15 watts. That is equal to 20 watts. So, I know that this problem is very easy because the objective of this is just to utilize the formulas. Next problem is madali pa din naman. So, please copy. So, example number 2. So, I have here a series circuit again with supply E unknown, and then R1 is also unknown, but V1 is given, that is 1 volt, and then your R2 is 4 ohms, and the power dissipated by resistor 2 is 16 watts. So we are asked to find the total power, I1, I2, I total, R1, E, and V2. Okay? So we could start with R2. Okay? Binigyan tayo ng P2 na 16 watts. So, makukuha natin yung I dyan or voltage dyan. Remember that power is equal to I squared R. Kung ito ay P2, this is I2. At kung ito ay P2, this is also R2. So, P2 is 16 watts. I2 is unknown. But R2 is given, which is 4 ohms. So, 16 divided by 4, that is equal to 4. So, 4 is equal to I2 squared. Subtracting the square root, I2 is equal to 2 amperes. Do not forget that this is a series circuit, right? So, kung meron tayong series circuit, yung I2 ay equal lang kay I1 at equal lang din po yun sa I total. Diba? Ang bilis lang. Nakahanap agad tayo ng tatlong unknowns. Okay? So, meron na tayong I1, I2, at I total. Next thing, kung gusto namang ipahanap si V2, that is just equal to I2 times R2. I2 is equal to 2 ampere. R2 is equal to 4 ohms. So, 2 times 4, that is 8 volts. Okay? Meron na. Next thing guys, pwede mo lang makuha si supply voltage mo or si E. Remember that E is just the sum of all the voltage drop in the individual resistor. So, may dalawa tayong resistor, di E is equal to V1 plus V2. Given naman po si V1 which is 1 volt, at kakasolve lang natin ng V2 which is 8 volts. So, this is equal to 9 volts. Actually, madaming way para masolve tong problem na to. Sa akin, ito lang, pero itry nyo na iba namang way. Okay? So, meron na tayong E tsaka V2. Ang wala na lang natin ay P total tsaka R1. Okay? Pwede kong masolve si R1 kasi that is just equal to V1 over I1. V1 is equal to 1 volt while I1 is equal to 2 amperes. So that is 1/2 ohm or simply 0.5 ohms. So may value na tayo ngayon ng R1. To get R total naman, to get P total, that is just the summation of power in resistor 1 and resistor 2. Or simply, that is equal to E squared over R, or simply IT squared over R total. Madami kang pwedeng puntahan. So kapag ito yung ginamit mo, P1 plus P2, wala ka pa pong P1. So hindi pa to pwede. Si E squared over R total to, pwede mo na tong gamitin kasi meron ka ng E, meron ka ng R total. Pwede mo din gamitin to si IT squared times RT. So depende na lang sa'yo. So, P total is equal to, ito na lang gagamitin ko, E squared over R total. E is 9, so 9 volt squared. And your R total, na hindi pa pala natin nakukuha. So, R total is just the sum of R1 and R2. So, that's 4 ohms plus 0.5 ohms. Okay. So, that is 9 squared divided by 4.5. That is equal to 18 watts. So, ganun lang po yung pag-solve ng circuit. Kung nakita nyo, stick lang ako dun sa formula. Okay? So, please copy.